Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. In this episode, let's say we finish up the rest of Monstro, and yeah, that's about it. That's all we're gonna do. I mean, there's not much else to say about it. I pretty much explained or just covered everything about what there was, you know, when it comes to some stuff about it, you know, some elements about this game and all that, so I mean, there's not really much else to say or anything like that. I still don't have the Gold Room card. Honestly though, I don't think, like, well, I mean, I haven't really recorded the entirety of this game, though, but I seriously doubt I'm ever going to get the Gold Room. And if I did, though, I mean, I could at least show it off, you know, to see what it's like, but I don't know. I don't know how to actually get that stuff there. I mean, you have to be really lucky or something like that, though, but I don't think I'm ever going to be able to show it off anytime soon or even obtain it whatsoever. So, yeah, let's see. Is there any kind of a... Let's see. I know I did... Yeah, we're doing Sorcerer's Walking again, though. I know, I am fully aware that there's, like, still a lot of blue cards I have. As a matter of fact, I got so many moments of reprieve, though, but I'm not really using them yet, though, because, well, I mean, at least for the first half of the game, because, I probably don't think there's probably any need to at all, but once I get to the second half, because I know things will get a little challenging and much longer at the second half of the game, so I'll probably just be using the moments of reprieve, you know, since I'll probably ever need to, though, because I know eventually I'll probably run out of the room cards to go for, so... Anyway, so I guess as we go along, let's see, what else do I want to talk about? I mean, there's like nothing else to say about this whole thing here, so, you know, I was talking about the whole lip syncing thing earlier in the past few parts, so I might as well go and talk about them now. I was never able to, though, because I kept getting interrupted by cutscenes, so, so yeah, if you probably noticed, though, that, you know, the lip syncing in this game seems very off, though. That's because, unlike with, well, at least with a number of titles for the Kingdom Hearts series, like, you know, say Kingdom Hearts 1, for instance, usually what they do is that they actually, they would go and reanimate the mouth movements for the, to match the English dialogue of this whole game. And I'm actually skipping the battle out here because I still want that goddamn barrel spider. They still never give it to me. Ah! But yeah, that's what they did, though, is that they would reanimate the mouth movements to match the English dialogue, and because of that, the lip syncing is just, you know, near perfect. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say perfect per se, though, but nearby perfect, and, you know, just matches so well with it. In this game, however, they don't really do so because those mouth movements you see here, those are actually originally from the Japanese dialogue. But because, I don't know, maybe it's either because they were lazy or they, or maybe it's just some kind of a shorthand minor kind of game or something like that, though. Then I guess I'm pretty sure it's because you know, well, either one of those things. So because of that, like, you know, they still don't animate. They kept the mouth movements for the Japanese dialogue that was originally, but they still use the English dialogue. And so because of that, they would try to match the mouth movements though. But a lot of times you'll actually be seeing a lot of the some awkward pauses, like, you know, like in the middle of their sentences. And so there's like, you know, just some little pause there, and you'll especially notice it during those cutscenes, you know, especially, let's say, well, I think Sora does that most of all, though, because, you know, he'll actually say the first part of the sentence and then takes a little pause and then finishes the rest of it, and, you know, it really comes off as awkward and, you know, and kind of clunky, honestly, though, because of it. So, yeah. And you'll probably just say, well, maybe I don't want to jump the gun ahead here, but I guess we'll talk more about it, you know, when at a certain point in the game, but, again, I don't want to spoil it just yet, though, or just outright jump the gun. And what the hell is that right there? That's either a pimple or an ulcer. Well, I mean, it can't really be ulcers, though, because they're supposed to be, like, holes in the stomach lining. But it's actually spewing out what seems to be stomach acids, and it's... gross. I don't want to say so much about it, though. I mean, you know, this could be just whale biology we're talking about, though. But I don't want to ruin your appetites with all that here, even though you probably learned a lot about that stuff back in science class. And, hell, I learned much about this stuff when we studied about the human body. I think back in elementary school, I mean, well, it had to be elementary school, though, because, I mean, we had to learn about it pretty early on, though. So that's what we learned about. I mean, I guess they taught us that, though. I mean, hell, I still remember they actually, you know, have us watch an episode of The Magic School Bus where they actually go and explore the human body, literally speaking, because that's what they actually do. But yeah, I mean, I still remember that episode back when I was a kid watching The Magic School Bus, because that's when they would show us there. I mean, I'm sure you guys remember. I'm sure you guys also did the same thing too back in elementary school. Just watch all that. I mean, you know, I still have those memories here, so. Anyways, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's about it here, so. I mean, hell, do you guys still remember the Magic School Bus? I mean, I sure as hell do. I mean, that's something I'll never forget. Hell, even as we go along Castle Oblivion, and I mean, you know, and I'll probably forget some things, but I still remember that kind of stuff, though. But, well, I mean, you know, just going out of character here. I mean, you know, so I mean, just going back to reality. But yeah, I still remember. I still remember that much. I'm sure you guys did too if you were elementary watching that stuff there, and you know, I guess I guess you could say it's one part of my childhood. Just you know, have watched it, you know, Magic School Bus, and so there's quite a lot of episodes I still remember those. So yeah, that much I couldn't really forget about. Anyways, we're back in Sleeping Darkness, and yeah, these spaces are closed. Well, that's actually because, you know, depending on the room size there is, they already tell you, based on the stars. Oh, cool, new slate, Zatetsuken, and what that does, break a card and render it unreloadable for the length of the battle. 3 attack cards, a total value of 0.27. Nice. Yeah, I guess, yeah, depending on, they'll already say for the room size that it's, that's actually, like, very small, so that's what it is, so. Anyway, so, how have you guys been? You know, I'm kind of doing good myself. I will say, though, it has been absolutely fucking cold these past couple of days. Because, you know, well, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot colder because you're living up north, though, but, let's see, what card do I use next? Oh, yeah, I think I use the white room, where the white mushrooms, which I'll actually talk about in a sec here, but yeah, I will say this though, like, oh god, these, well, yesterday especially, it has been cold as shit. Like, it was like, I don't know, maybe like a lowest being around the 40s or 40 degrees though, but yeah, just stepping outside there, god damn, it was fucking freezing. Like, holy shit, like, I don't know what happened here, like, you know, it was actually pretty warm. Well, I guess kind of warm for the day before that. But then the next day, like, you know, somehow, like, the temperature just plummeted down. And, you know, just some kind of a cold snap or a cold front that just suddenly came in, like, came out of nowhere. Like, what the hell happened here? Like, it just suddenly got so cold, and so, I had to keep the heater on in my my apartment room for quite a while. Well, I mean, I always turn the thermostat off whenever I do leave the place, but yeah, I had to keep the heater on though. So, anyway, so yeah, that right here was the white room, and so this is actually where I show off the white mushrooms. So you remember them back in Kingdom Hearts 1, and they do the exact same thing here. So. Just like what they did is that you have to take a close look at their gestures, and you have to see what kind of magic you have to use. What I'm doing here, and well, unfortunately though, I can't really use much of them though because I only have one magic card, and that's the Blizzard card. But hopefully, I should be able to get some more magic cards because I need to stock up for some more though. But for now, I just have the Blizzard card, so I don't really have enough of them though. So, what they do, just like before, is that if you the gestures they have here, if you see them, like, you know, say for instance that, you know, this they shivering, and, you know, therefore he's cold, like I was yesterday, you have to use fire magic on him. If he's using the gesture where he's fanning himself, then you use the Blizzard card, and so that's what I had to do, just as wait for him to fan himself, to so that way they can use the Blizzard card. If you see a light above their head, then use the Thunder magic, which I don't have currently though, and that's not going to be until after we clear the next world that we're going to. After a certain boss fight, that is, though. Oh, God, these things right here. Okay, so, oh, yeah, watch out for those guys here. They're supposed to be, like, I don't know what the hell they're supposed to be. They kind of look like the tails of a stingray, maybe? I mean, supposed to be stingray tails, but, if they hit you, not only will they confuse you, but, you'll actually lose your Moogle orbs. And, yeah, that's gonna be pretty bad, though, because you're probably gonna need a lot of them, so pick up as much as you can, though, so. Yeah, I figured I'd just go ahead and show this off at least once, though, but I don't want to drag this down any longer, though, and plus, I don't really have enough magic cards. I only have the Blizzard cards, so I kind of want to show it off at least once, though. They'll try to disappear from you, because that's what happened to me a couple times, though. But I want to show it off at least once, though, so I wasn't able to use, or to do a bunch of the white mushrooms, but, yeah, that's all I could do. So, each time you complete the white mushrooms challenge, after those 3 times, then what they'll do is that well, I'm pretty sure it might be other things though, but I did say that they gave us a premium card. I didn't really talk much about premium cards. There are premium rooms, which I think I'll show off in the next room or next world as well. Premium cards, well, they have a good use for one thing though, but they also have a bad use. The good use is that if you stack up to make it the first card to stack up first, and then to use for a slate, and then you reload it, then it comes back to you. But it's actually a one-time use only, though, if you're using it regularly, though. So if you use it once, then they disappear. So that's kind of the one bad thing about it, though. I might not use it very much, though, because of it, though. So anyway, so back we're in the play room with no boss. Looks like this is as far as we go. Ready, then? Let's shake things up.
It would be easier if we had someone to fight.
Perfect timing. Looks like we've got company. Oh, yeah, good timing there indeed, Sora. Alright, so this right here, well, I mean, not like with all the other worlds. I mean, we already beat the boss in this world, which is a Parasite Cage, pretty early, though. Monstro's Belly Brawl. Defeat the Heartless, fill the gauge. Fill the gauge within time limit. Careful, the gauge will decrease with time. Yeah, so... Anyway, so, yeah, unlike with the other ones, we already beat the boss, so instead we're treated to a, well, you know, basically to a mini-game of sorts. So what we have to do is that you see this meter up here, all these shadows will start to appear, and you have to kill as much of them as possible, and then for each shadow that you kill, then the monster meter will go up. And so once it reaches high enough, then that's when monster will go ahead and sneeze, and well, basically sneeze us out, and I guess that's how we make our escape, even though we're still in the castle though. It is under a time limit though, so you want to pay attention to that. But you also want to be careful too, because you can see that if you linger around for too long, then you can see the meter will gradually decrease. So you want to kill the shadows as you know, as fast as possible. So so don't lollygag so much though as you just go around, because it will slowly but surely decrease though. So just kill as much as you can though. But it really shouldn't take too long though, and it's unlikely you'll ever run out of time though. But you do want to pay attention at the very least though for the timer to run down. It's always good to well, I don't have them right at the moment though, but it's always good to actually you know, have at least one friend card and then 2 cloud cards. But I don't have 2 cloud cards, I only have 1. Also, we just got the Dumbo card, which I'm never going to use, of course. Whew. Oh, yep. It's working! Monstro's gonna sneeze! I'm guessing we're actually inside of the nostrils, though, but there's no way to tell for sure, though. Well, actually, no. The thing about the entrance, though, I'm pretty sure it is the nostril. And that would have been taking us to the blowhole, though, but guess what? We're not really out of there. We're just, we're still in the mouth, at least. Ow. Now I know what getting shot out of a cannon feels like. Where's Pinocchio and his dad? They're gone. They must have gotten out safely. Without you, Jiminy? I thought there was no escaping your conscience. Well, yeah, it's true. I don't mind being left behind, as long as they're both safe. Maybe Pinocchio doesn't need me after all. What do you mean? That little puppet used to have trouble telling right from wrong. But he's come a long way. Maybe he doesn't need Jiminy Cricket anymore. Seems like he's got a conscience of his very own. Don't you remember what Geppetto said? There's nothing better than being reunited with someone you care about. I bet Pinocchio is counting the days till he can see you again. Well, what do you know? You might be right. They still seriously fucking forget that they're just illusions and they're not the real thing. So ever they forgot about that back in Traverse Town, and it goes completely nowhere, and they think they're actually reuniting with Pinocchio, even though they're just illusions. Oh hey, cool! I got another new demo card, which I'm still not gonna use though. Yeah, they were just generous to give me demo cards, which, lol, nope, I'm not gonna use them. I think what Dumbo does, you know, just like in Cage 1, I think he just shoots out water though, but that's just it though. So I mean, you know, I don't really see much use for it though, honestly though. So I mean, I'm not really gonna use it very much though. But yeah, like I was saying, this whole thing is fucking stupid. I mean, they seriously forget they're illusions, for God's sakes, illusions, not the real thing.
Sora, is there anything else you remember about that AcedTyler?
Just bits and pieces.
Maybe you could try telling us some more stuff about her. Who knows? It might even help you remember other things.
Well, she was quiet and always drawing. When we'd go to the beach, she'd draw a picture instead of swimming. Sometimes she'd draw us, too. She was really good. I remember Riku and I fighting over who she'd draw next. But one day, she was gone. Just like that. I think the grown-ups knew the reason. They might even have tried to explain some of it to me. But I was little. I probably didn't understand what was happening. I remember crying after she was gone. But that's all. I still don't remember her name.
Oh, I bet you'll remember it in no time.
I must point out, Sora keeps remembering things instead of forgetting them. It seems to me, forgetting things may be the only way to reach the memories buried deeper down inside each of us.
So we should forget in order to remember?
Like those guys said, our most precious memories lie so deep in our hearts that they're out of reach. All that stuff about finding being losing and losing being finding, I didn't get it at first, but maybe this is what they meant.
Gosh, Sora, I think I'm a little jealous of you. How come me and Donald and Jiminy aren't remembering more of the stuff from our memories?
Come on, Goofy. Let's get going. We gotta forget things faster.
That has got to be probably without a doubt the most dumbass decision that I would ever have to hear. So like, you know, what? I mean, just you know, having to remember things in order to forget, and they're actually outright encouraging themselves to forget things more. Yeah, that's a dumbass moment there because you know, like, ugh.
Just as we intended.
We'll continue with our plan. Let's see how far this group will go.
You had your fun on the first floor. So this time, it's my turn.
Did she just give it a kiss?
I'm not going to just give it to him.
Don't break him.
Well, do I detect a soft spot? I'm not gonna break the toy. I'm not dumb.
Don't forget, Sora is the key. We need him if we're going to take over the organization.
I know that you're in on it too. But keep it under your hood, at least until the time is right.
You would have been wise to have done the same, Larxene.
So, Sora, did anything back there help you remember your friend's name?
Didn't we just go over this?
Her name's the only thing I can't seem to remember.
You gotta try. Hurry up and remember it.
Oh, cool! Got another trophy. Woven memories. Ah, man, I guess eventually you might have to know about her name and all that. Well, I mean, you know, for they're trying to forget things in order to remember something, you know, memories lying deep in their hearts. I mean, I don't know. Do I have, you know, some kind of a hidden memory that lies deep in my heart? I mean, I'm forgetting some more things, though, but nah, I'm not remembering anything either. I'm just forgetting some things here. I mean, I wasn't a mess anyway, though, so... Anyway, so let's go and end things off here, so... Next time on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain and Memories, we're going to go to, well, our very last Disney World for this first half, though. But, I mean, there's going to be more, though. But this is going to be our last one for now, so we're getting pretty close to the end of the first half of the game. And I guess we'll see how it happens. Maybe know about the name, so... Anyways, until next time, I'll see you guys later.